for Anambra State. We are delighted to be back. Happy to have you today as we commence another round of interesting programming. Now, what we will talk about today, Makande Nesonyebula anyị na Anambra Youth Hour. Gabo, all the way forward because we're talking about elections in the air. This is the election year here in Anambra. So we want to welcome you specially to Anambra Youth Hour, coming to you on ABS 88.5 FM. Tata bo obosioma. Makanonwi ife gebido ime Anambra from tomorrow. And it will not last for too long. It will be for about 7 to 10 days. And it is going to be an empowerment period. Mgbe anyị ga-eweli ike anyị ga-eji ike na ikike anyị ga-eji wee binye aka n'akwụkwọ wee ghọta onye anwa ga-abụ ọ bụrụ na o bulu ụzọ ndị Anambra esolie n'azụ come November 8, 2025. Abụ m Ifi Aron Wokafa na-asị gị nnọọ rinne. Joining me on the program, of course, as usual, is the President General of Asatu Youth Wing, Comrade Ken Okoli. Good morning, Comrade.
Good morning, Ifi.
Kekime.
I'm fine.
Dalo. I also have my colleague, Anthony Ugochukwu. Onye ọdịgolu mma kekime. Fụkwalụ mmiri a na-ezo. Yeah, so the weather is clement. We hope that you're also enjoying the season. But heralding the beautiful things that will start happening in the course of time.
Yes.
At this time. We're talking about youth involvement in voters registration exercise in Anambra. Oya Bisopu, IGBiatata. So I will be bringing out some of the salient issues I was seeing. All you need to do is to stay close to your radio set, form your opinion, call the phone lines and tell us what you think. Also, we're streaming live on Anambra Broadcasting Service Facebook page. Anambra Broadcasting Service. Just type it into your search bar. You find ABS. You can watch us live, see how beautiful we're looking today, and drop your comments. Everybody's looking at because everybody thought to look at me. We are looking good, yes, even if I have to say so. So PG, talk to us. We'll start with how you feel.
Well, I'm good.
Yeah. Now that we know that voters registration starts to and you keep talking about it, the need for youth. So I don't know how you feel that the day has finally come.
Today is 7th
Yes.
of July. Tomorrow being 8, we expect that the voters registration exercise will commence, which is going to last for 10 days. It's going to elapse on 17th of July. So we're expecting the good people of Anambra and residents in Anambra to take this exercise seriously by coming out to participate in registering, especially those who are not yet electorates, those who have not registered before. And not only that, those who have voters cards that they are not voting in Anambra.
Okay.
Whether you're from Anambra or you're not from Anambra, you can change your voting place to Anambra this time around because the window is going to open.
Oh yes.
I can make the comment by this morning. When I asked if she's voting, and she said yes. But I asked her where is she voting. She said, "Oh, in those states." I now asked her, "Hope you're going to change to participate in the voting exercise in Anambra by changing your voting place." She said, "No." I said, "Why?" She said, she will soon go. I said, "When are you finishing service?" She said, "Next year." I said, "Next year? You are talking about November. You are saying next year. Vote when it's time for Ondo election. If you are in Ondo, you have to change also because there is always opening for that change."
Okay.
You know, one thing that people don't understand is that as long as you're a citizen of this country, wherever you go, once voting starts and you're sure you're going to be there, switch to that place and vote. It is your power. as a citizen. See, people are expecting government to build value on the citizenship. Why the people who are citizens fail fail to build value on themselves? You can say, voting doesn't count. Who told you? Who told you that voting doesn't count? Voting counts. Voting counts. It is your power.
Yes.
As a citizen, because we are the kings. We put in people who are leading us today. So you don't say that because you voting. No, you don't vote. No.
I get.
So this exercise, we are taking it very serious in the sense that we are mobilizing our people who are yet to participate in voting, who are yet to be electorate, to come out and register.
Yes.
And even we had sometimes some people, there are some mistakes in their record, in the data concerning them. Where they are supposed to write F, they wrote M, male instead of female. You go there and update it. Even where your picture, maybe you did it 10 years ago, and the picture is no longer representing you today. You still go and update it. So there is room for updating. There is room for new registration. There is room for switching. Maybe you used to vote in Lagos. Now you have decided to come to Anambra and vote. Then switch to Anambra.
Okay.
So these things, this there is room now. The window is going to be open from tomorrow. So we are calling on the Anambra youth to take this exercise seriously, to come out and participate in becoming electorate, because that is your power.
Okay, thank you very much. Ndi Abuburo electorate, but perhaps people who have never bothered to register, or people who turned 18 within the past year, the voting age. Hanwakana se haputa n'igwe.
Yeah.
Ka ha bịa tinye afa n'akwụkwọ eji to vote. Okay, PG as well. When you talked about the NYC member who wasn't quite sure, whose voter's card reads her home state, perhaps Ondo. Some people may say most corporates will be involved in the process. I don't know if all of them, Hanchage, Sochanandiga, administer the process or...
No, the ad hoc staff that usually corps members are recruited to serve as, they have already started training.
Okay.
Not everybody.
Okay.
Not everybody.
Okay.
Those that INEC need for this exercise have been recruited for the training, because they will be undergoing training on the process. Because one thing is this: there's always be room for upgrade. We are in technology age, where what you are doing today, in next 1 year, 2 years, is no longer the approach. It's no longer the approach. So they need training so that they will be able to understand the technology INEC is deploying this time around for election. And one thing about Anambra State, Anambra always, since the era of 2003 rather, we had the election that was that the Supreme Court obtained to be not valid. Anambra's election has always been different from others, and some other states have also followed suit, especially those that the court ruled that the election was not valid. So now what I'm trying to say is that Anambra is now standing as a litmus test for any upgrade INEC is adopting to use in the electoral process. And whenever it's done here, we'll be looking at using it to mirror how prepared INEC is for the general elections.
Okay.
So we expect that the training that is going on for those who are going to be ad hoc staff, that they're going to be properly equipped to be able to use this technology and ensure that there is free, fair and credible election.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, PG. While you were speaking, we were getting calls. Some alumni Anambra gachi tinyono. Makana ani nchage tinyono to mobilize the youth. A lot of times, it's always a big deal having to convince young people that you matter, you count, your voice counts, you can get involved. So I know that a lot of people want to also add their voices. But before we open up the phone lines for calls to start coming in, I would like to get the thoughts of Anthony Ugochukwu. Anthony, talking about voting, elections, how do you think young people should approach this process at this time? What should they begin to do over the coming days as the process of voter registration begins tomorrow in Anambra?
Okay, talking about youth participation, how they will, what they will do in order to, make sure that they vote, especially in this year's election. The only thing that place is that they are going to take ownership of this voters' continuous registration because that's the only way they will participate in that democratic process, electing someone and making policies that will affect their lives, policies that will bring changes, and the rest of them. So the only thing, if I get because I'm not going to this time around, I don't like a situation whereby they decide that he will because of something. The money they are giving to you to buy your birthright or whatever, sometimes this voting of a thing, that's voting permanent voters card that only the power, the name, boom boom can the mother and the high time the Turobia take ownership, manipulate by a bomb of this opportunity, because I think nationwide for 18th August according to INEC. So, but this particular one, the very important.
Specifically for Anambra.
Yes, for Anambra State. So let them utilize this opportunity because now, this time around, we are taking ownership, and if possible, onye ọbụla nọ n'akụkụ ịnọ n'ime obodo amara ibe voters card gbaa mbọ ka ije kọwala ezi enye ozi nke abụrụ matter of ike ego rapụgodo nke ego because na ndị nwa na-eke ego ị ga-enwe voters card mana the only thing dị n'ime bụ na ị kwesịrị na ị ga-enwe because though na countries on are vary, but this one is very important.
Okay.
So na anna agwa ndị ntorobịa ka ha gbaa mbọ fụ na pasonyere
Absolutely. Okay, can we know a few calls? Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, that's what to tell radio, Biko.
Hello, good morning.
Yes. All right, perfect.
Because I'm in the voters card. Okay, from Mbako.
And the name, please.
From Mbako. Vicky.
Okay, Vicky from Mbako. Gani.
My card in that election, it was being rejected. Now, I think, like I said, what is wrong with in such a situation, I want a card in money. No other accessible for email votes. They didn't know the message this time.
Okay, thank you very much. Genti, PG Zaga Jojo. Cards that the card reader could not read. Yes, can do. What's the way forward?
This is an opportunity for the person to go there. Word number. When you complain or sipana card and read the error. They will correct it. This is an opportunity.
Okay, absolutely.
For that to be addressed.
All right. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Kedonya na akpanyo. Keda fagi na ebisebo. Okay, Chibuna, welcome. Biko Gani.
Thank you. I don't want to now. Good election now. How we to happen their go to happen. Okay, those upper our Ghana clear upon the youth. all government Chumatan village because our front are account for business. The custom fees when go and see which not on a village or not powerful. So because one on more for you to have for actually you.
Okay.
And then that Ghana is a benefit. I hold back for 8 years or almost set to move down here. The custom trial on number and more from team condition and not today. So I'm American and Nigeria. Thank you.
Dalo, thank you so much, Ibuna from Ajali. PG, you heard him.
Yes.
Also, Anna Sabwa youths that they should be part, they should exercise their civic duty of voting, getting voters card. See, actually, youths in the sense that he had business issues and that affected him. Tupu itinyo no nanka, or maybe a word of encouragement for him. Let's take this call. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
PG,
Dalo.
one question, please. People be able to share account.
Keda foyen na bobiko.
Loki, Tomoka. Every shop to be account. Tell us.
Mba na-ekwu ka youth jee weta voters card ọ ihe a na-ekwugodu ka adịgodu shon onye ọbụla nwee voters card.
Yes.
That's agụzia 1 wee gụọ ọnụ 2. We hope that things will get better this time. Okay, Darren, thank you so much. And when you call us, please can we stick to the issue at hand? Because we believe that Anambra State, the atmosphere in Anambra is different. We have the government of the day is working hard to ensure that things work for everyone. And we also have INEC doing their best. Yesterday, somebody reached out to me from Abuja that their INEC wants to ensure that young people come out en masse. So they're also doing something from their end to encourage young people to come out and get their voter cards. So if the electoral umpire is going over and beyond to ensure that Anambra youths are aware of the window that they are opening up, then Kenzie, what should community leaders be doing right now, women leaders and everyone that is an influencer at the grassroots? PG.
You know, the thing there is that all right, like what we are doing now, dedicating this time for this discussion is also an advocacy activity where we are encouraging young people that it's time for them to register to become electors or voters. We are not only just saying that the young people should do it, even those who are above the youth age, who have never voted in their life and who don't even believe in the system, that the system can work for common good. We're also saying that they should go out and get their voters card. You know, one thing is certain. If you are asked, if you are asked government institution and citizenship institution, which one do you think is more powerful?
Citizens, of course.
Very good. But you know, it is the citizens that put in government. A section of the citizens go there to govern the people, and the citizens put them there. But in a situation whereby the citizens don't even understand that they are the ones that put the people who govern them. Now, that is where the problem is.
Yes.
Where somebody who is asking, vote for me, and you are asking that person, Ego Nekiji. Do you get?
About highest bidder.
Now we have mortgaged that your right.
Yes.
You have mortgaged your power. You have sold it.
Giving away your power.
Do you get? You have sold it. So you now see that if you don't care. And you know funny thing, whether you care or you don't care, it will either, if it's good governance, it will improve your life. If it's bad governance, it will affect you. That is one thing. The good roads we are enjoying today, the pipe water we are seeing today in Anambra, the free education we are seeing, more teachers being employed to have quality education by having quality teachers, good medical personnel that we have today. The the healthcare centers we have in 326 wards that are working efficiently today, what is the cost of it? Good governance. But if we think that it doesn't matter, then what is the encouragement we are giving those who are going there to serve? A situation whereby you have 2.5 million voters during a voting exercise, we'll have 250 people, 250,000 persons coming out to vote, representing 10% of the electorate. Then what does that mean? That we don't care. We don't care. The 90% of the people are part of the problem we are having in the system. They are the part of the problem we are having in the system, because when we discharge our civic duty by ensuring that we're using our voters card during the exercise, we go and vote, then it will lead us to ensuring that we pay attention to what happens in our environment, contribute to the development of the society. Because within your immediate environment, you also need to exercise your civic duty. Keeping your environment clean is not what the Nigerian government will come and do for us in your immediate environment. You should ensure that your immediate environment is clean. Those like in Anambra, they ask one people when they come to your area, you make sure that you are paying your fee for those who are coming to take the waste from their area. Not when they come and you don't pay, and you still expect them to do everything for you. No, it doesn't work that way. Obodoga Adema, I need to play a role.
Absolutely. And
it doesn't stop at just voting. But why voting is important is that it's just like when someone is coming to ask you for employment. For that person to work for you, you must have to pass through the recruitment exercise. You must conduct it. That is what the process is. Conducting recruitment exercise for those who will lead us. That is the essence of this voting.
Okay. Please, when you call us, turn down the volume on your radio or step away, move completely away from your radio so that we can hear you loud and clear. Remember that the number to call is 0706-538-1320. 0706-538-1320. Hello. Anyị na-ekwu kedu mkpa gị biko?
Nwunye mbụ ọnụ na-ajalụ.
Okay, no. Ka ime?
Ọ dị mma.
O tinye ọnụ n'okwu.
Biko ihe m na-ajụ na voters card na maazị n'ebe ọ dị. Akwararịrị m ihe from shop to shop. In short, ihe niile ya amaazị n'ebe ọ dị. Enwere m ike ije gbata nke ọfụ.
Ka ebe ị na-evote?
N'ụwa ma na-ajalị.
Na-ajalị? Ajali nwere 2 words. So Jena ward by tomorrow go to your ward. I probably should go the center ebe a ga made the registration exercise. Go ebe a complain to them, they will handle your problem. Yes, Jay there. Guy ebe complain all that now. You lost your voter's card. They will address it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Dalema, thank you very much. Hello. Okay, we'll look for this other call. Okay, remember that what we're talking about today on Anambra Youth Hour is youth involvement in voters registration exercise in Anambra State, which commences tomorrow, the 8th of July, 2025. Hello. Ụtụtụ ọma.
Maazị Gabriel anyị. Esi m n'Isiokwu Ọnịcha local gọọmenti n'ime Abia steeti.
Maazị nnọọ.
Eji m ohere a na-akpọpụ ndị Anambra niile ihe ogologo afọ 18 ga-agbagobe. Ọ bụrụ na fa enwere akwụkwọ a akpọ voters card ka a gbakarịa nkịta n'ọsọ gaa na wọdụ ha gaa na local gọọmenti ha wee na-ata voters card kwado maka Novemba. Ọ bụrụ na ya jiri nata voters card, ọ bụ ihe ndị ya ịnwabụ ndị ichekwa voters apathy. Ka anyị mụtakwanụ voting culture and avoid the apathy. And also ka anyị mụtakwa voting participation. Yes. Ma votu anyị ọ ga-akaụntụ ma ọ na-ahụ m akaụntụ na ịpụta ihe kwesịrị emume ndị Anambra biko ka ndụ na voters card uru kwaghachi uru wee kpọghachi Chadima Mgbafọ Chukwu Prọfesọ Chukwuma Soludo ka ọ rụkapụ ọrụ ọ na-arụ na Anambra steeti ka ọ hagodu metu ya ekele dịrị na ọkụ Maazị Gabriel anyị.
Thank you so much for encouraging the youths to come out en masse for the voter registration exercise. Hello.
Hello, happy birthday.
Welcome. Ụtụtụ ọma. Mayor, welcome. Keke ime.
I'm making only. Madam Baby, now going to name.
Amen.
Abiko, we say, a container. A container.
Amen.
You look at a card. Oh, that would number one.
Very important.
Now, I think I was a woman to buy me. Let's go about those years. The card has ways. Only to change it. Then I tell you, opportunity every year. Come the one card to vote. After the vote to track, I just want to call for rude. Average year, more balls of one result. I need to go on Anambra and go inquiry. I don't call you with the card down. It will vote. You know, to read the content. The one is what to. So I'm going to buy me. I'm making campaign. You're there. Card show now. Only one participate in a name. And I'm because.
Darling, thank you so much, Mayor from Amokbala. Makiti Nyono, to charge the youths of not just Amokbala, but of course other communities in Anambra. PJ, I'm still waiting for the youths to call. I'm still waiting for the youths to call. We encourage young people to call us.
Yeah, because the age division of youth is 18 to 45 years. So that woman all name on our youth.
Which of them?
From Ajali.
No, she's not. She's not a youth. I know her. Yes. She's a mother. A grandma. A mother. A grandmother. Yes. Okay.
So Ima.
Yes, I know her. Yes. So Indian I'm looking for PG define youth as 18 to. Guess what? Yes, Nigerian youth policy also says 18 to 29. Ima different
in Anambra
age ranges.
In Anambra State, that is what we are talking. If I look at Anambra,
I'm looking at the youths.
Okay.
The young, let me say younger youths.
no, if there is something again, you know, Astok has been changed. Astok has been changed to Astok.
Yes. Okay,
and we are going to transit to that level gradually. When I say now after election, we will do that.
Okay, sir.
But then, come on, we're going to Ntorobia, no more Bobia. Not of age that are youth who vote. That now, when we fed them we are not playing anymore. Barcelona election.
Okay.
You know, now answer to you, for you to become a youth leader in Obodogi, you get to elect, you get election. You get elected. Our point again is also an interim council now organize the election. But the bylaw now idea is that for you to become elected community, for you to become a youth leader, you must have to be elected. I now give me review our bylaw. We are going to put in something very clear that those who are going to participate in the election of this youth must have voters register, must have voters card.
Yes. Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Whether or consensus or by delegate or by option A4, onye ọbụla onye ga youth n'obodo ga participate in election n'obodo youth fa ga-enwe voters card. Let us get this very serious, so that people will now begin to see that now we are responsible for the kind of leadership we put there to represent us. We are responsible. And Mr. said, what he's doing today is foundational. Now acceptance speech here, he said he applied for this job. Each time I get back and do that thing again, it reminds me of something. That no there ma. That no a process that is legitimate brought him into that place. And he recognized the fact that the citizens are the king. That's why he said he applied for this job. And then the Anambra gave him this job to do. This time around, we are asking all the employers of our leaders. Who are the employers of our leaders? The citizens who are of age, qualified to participate in the electoral process, to ensure that they have what it takes to do the recruitment exercise, which is register to have a voter's card, be ready to vote during election. That is very key. And if you hear we are going to do it, because if we put it in our bylaw that in every community that for you to participate in voting now youth election that you get a voter's card, if we never change go.
Sure.
Yeah? Ego change go. So then as I do no. Maloma.
That's right.
If you know that you cannot even vote in your community for youth election if you don't have voter's card, then you now know that how important this voters registration is to us.
Okay, very important. We're getting to that point where starting from youth election, nobodo digasichi, voter card will be required to validate those who will vote. So, rush and get your voter card. This is our opportunity. Youth election. Who will decide, people that will lead you in your village or community just because you did not get your voter card. It is that serious, and we just heard that from the President General of ASATU Youth Wing. We're still taking a few more calls. Yes, remember this is Anambra Youth Hour, and we're weighing in on this because this is our future. Yes, we want to be able to join our hands together to decide the kind of future we want to see, not just in Anambra but in Nigeria. Because this voter card also gives you the opportunity to vote in all elections. Yes. Senate or House of Rep or State House of Assembly. Another one. This is your one power. That is why it's also important. You have to, it's when we say your ATM so that nobody will gain access to it, or so you don't lose it. That's also how you protect your voter card. Hello. No, Rene. Dalo.
Yes, so David.
No, Rene.
kaadị so na ewu mere ọ dịrọkwa mma ịma na ego dị iche voters kaadị iche nke a dị iche nke a dị iche inwe pawa epụta na-ekwu ekwu ọka na-ewepụta gosi ịdị oke ekelekwe m thank you.
Darling, thank you so much, David Moore.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we'll take one more call, then we'll have to just dance for a little. Because the energy we need, we actually need to dance into the era of having to register to vote the leader who will take us into that Anambra that we actually need. Because I believe that the next 4 years will be, Professor Soludo already started a revolution. And we know that the next 4 years will even be much more exciting. So long as Anambra continues on the same trajectory, that is what we want. So we'll definitely have to dance to the beauty that is coming. But we'll take just one more call and then get to that. Hello, good morning. No.
In fact, more than ekwetara na Hausa ka ndị Igbo in number. Kama na ihe merụ na ndị Hausa na-adị determined n'ihe ọbụla about this voting. Onye Hausa dị ready isi ala Igbo wee na ngwa Hausa ka o jee tụọ vote, mana ndị Igbo adịghị eme etu ahụ. So na ihe this young man, the President General, after youth wing, eziokwu onye ọbụla bụ a young youth, a youth enwe voters card, should not participate in the election of youth. And even a president general election, onye ọbụla bụ onye obodo ahụ enweghị voters card, ọ ma participate. Ihe anyị eme ka anyị nwa uru voters card bụ bara. Thank
you so much.
Thank you so much for throwing your weight behind the new directive that will come into force. Yes, after the election, as the PG said.
After election.
All right. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Of course, the
Okay, Gani, can I find a BC? Okay, oh, you're back. All right.
Yeah, yeah, back. Okay. Even change that to me we have a video like that when car of 50. But the way that
okay, they put the registration.
Like to go registration.
I can't quite hear you. Pigeon. Tomorrow, 8th of July. Registration Gebido. All right, thank you very much. I believe that we've done justice to the questions, Aju. We'll keep taking calls after this short time out. Let's dance to this one. Gails Baba featuring Lawrence Oyor. And the title of this number is No Turning Back. We're definitely going to get our voter cards tomorrow. And there is no turning back. Let's go. that beautiful number, no turning back, we've decided to follow Jesus, is also instructive and relates to what we're talking about, because when we make the firm decision to go out as young people of Anambra who want a better future, who want the best for our dear state, who are looking forward to being part of the solution that is on ground, then you're saying, I have decided to go and get my voter card. No turning back, no turning back. Anything that has happened before, now we're deciding that a new dawn is here for us, and together we are going to not just get our voter cards, we're going to ensure that we vote and then that our votes count. So that's the whole idea. INEC has set the ball in motion. We will now have to take over. This is a relay, right? The umpire has said, we are ready, come and get registered. If you have issues, come, let's sort it out. I believe that tomorrow, there might not be a rush tomorrow. So, J Wednesday, go this week. It'll be rapid till the last day or the last 2 days when everybody will suddenly wake up. No, be the first in line. Get there, especially those who have issues. Maybe you had a voter card before and perhaps you lost it, or maybe the card reader did not quite read your card the last time. Go and start the process so that before the end of the session, the whole registration exercise on the 17th of July, you will definitely be smiling home with your voter card. All right, PG, now we will talk a lot more about this, a bit more, because our time is fast spent. But I believe that we've been able to answer lots of questions. Our callers have been asking questions, we've been answering. And a lot of people have also thrown their weight behind this sensitization campaign on Anambra Youth Hour, saying that young people, ask yourself, do I have one? Do I have a voter card? Be sure that you're ready to vote. If you have any doubts about it, Morgan, get there tomorrow and find out, how do I ensure that this card works? Because if it doesn't work, it's not powerful. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Welcome. Omeyo is back. Okay. All right.
Because what could you look at 12? Okay, only one to repair down or phone time. Time to watch out.
Okay.
Time, which I found the one to me. What do you not do? You're not buying.
Okay.
Time, oh, it's a run away down. And money to repair down, yeah, I saw a baby.
Thank you so much, Mayor. Asatu Youth Wing, I know, will definitely be there, because the mobilization, I trust the PG. I'm sure that in Ghana, Puna Radio does not even match what is going on across the 179 communities. So the PG will enlighten us on the plans that the leadership of Asatu Youth has to ensure registration, that INEC is ready, as they say, to entertain all the youths and all the people who will be there to register. But PG, the questions on. Hello.
Hello.
Please turn down the volume on your radio or step away.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yes,
Gallery, thank you.
Yes, come with Ken and deal. If you make Wamaka and I support me, I can so be good.
I can still be.
Yes. So, comrade, in the the card in Kumaka in terms of youth voting, all the more to apply it a little, so that we can encourage participants in this oncoming election, because solo do we go. And to Anna Kodiana, so sensitization is very needed. Hello.
Yes, we're with you.
So very very all the necessary. Dịka n'onwe ezukala anyị bidogo n'ụlọụka emere ya wee bata m. So you need to more sensation communities to make sure that the people participated very well in this coming election. Then another importance of the cards or the Kumpana Bank, you know, or the Kumpana schools. So even though they so that people will be able to go and get their own. And also encourage people in terms of democracy dividend. This will help a lot. So I encourage youth, not only youth, both youth and citizens, to go and get their own card. Very, very necessary for this coming election. And also the subsequent one. Because I know somebody representing my Senate. As we are preparing for that senatorial election, so it will enable us to do that. So that's my submission. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes.
I think this is very clear. Let me also say this. You know, this one you two skills government is doing. Now, based on you have a task card or you don't have a task card, what is important for young people to participate in the process. But we know that this one you two skills is working and is a clear solution to youth unemployment and is going to be sustained. We have also told Mr. Governor, we want this one you two skills to be sustained. And then we are hoping that probably the next batch of one you two skills that will be engaged for the program may get up to 20,000. But look at what we are going to do this time around, because this is what is called responsibility, discharging it at your own level. We are going to make sure that the subsequent beneficiaries of one two skills who are going to be asking they want to participate in this, voters. They must be elected. They must have voters card. Let me tell you, I won't do Obodo. And we have to begin to take responsibility in what happens in this state. Anambra, if we divided it in the community level, it will have 179. And that means every community person is a part and parcel of the Anambra State project. Now, this is very clear. Like I said, after November 8, 2025, we are going to review our bylaw to put it there that in election of youth, that only those who have voters card will be eligible to participate in electing their youth leader.
Okay,
now we're also going to see that get benefit anything from government. Now that voters card.
Okay.
We need to get our youth to be more responsible, more responsive in discharging their duties as citizens of this country and responsible people of this state.
Okay.
So that other people will begin to emulate us, taking this thing very serious. When we play a key role in putting whoever that is in power, let me tell you, you will see that the mammoth crowd that we have as youth will not just be only numbers alone, but will be people who are deciding factors in electing whoever leads them in the state.
Thank you.
So that now you now see that it will no longer be business as usual in the past.
Okay.
Whereby a number, no. But then by the time you have number, if you my friend has a voters card, my friend has agent akoko energy lobby we go and lobby people na polling unit. You know why? You know why? You have answered it. Yes. Because when you come to polling unit, you see only 10. Why? If you see the poster there, you will see more than 1,000 persons who are eligible to vote. Yeah. But in the polling unit, you see only 10, 20. Why won't people have money to come and use it to buy them? But once you have 1,000, you see that the policeman will not have that amount to pay everybody to do that. Then you will now know that these people are the electors, they are the kings, they are not to be bought, they are to be respected in discharging their duty as citizens of the state.
Comrade, we'll continue this conversation. We'll take it to WhatsApp and Facebook and social media and continue. Thank you so much, Mr. Anthony Ugochukwu, for being here today. Thank you so much, ladies, everyone in the studio. I will have almost a full studio. Thank you very much for being here. And next week we'll come back to talk about how the process is going.
Yes.
Next week the process will still be on course. We'll do a sort of review.
Mana, if you can go in Canada, can see you opportunity to challenge one bar for.
Yes. Thank you.
On a more from
All right.
Now you Anambra Kuyanazo.
Thank you so much. My name is Ifi Arono Okafo, and tomorrow I hope to see you at the registration point, where we will all make sure that our voters' cards are ready for November 8th. See you there, and make sure you take somebody along. Don't go alone. And we'll take this message from Crystal Integrated Power Solution as we go have a beautiful Monday. We wish you the same as well.